influenced by psychological things that you might never notice. So you agree with your friend, but deep down you know it that's totally wrong. What is that? That is a psychological and scientific study of your mind and behavior. Mystery. And that was left to philosopher. Okay, so there was one person who opened a psychological lab. Oh yeah, let me see the year. It was 1879 and his name was William. So what were the two motives that he opened? He wanted to study the mind. He wanted to study the people's mind. Okay. He wanted to study the mind and measure the mind and track the reaction per time. Okay, of your brain, tracking reaction time within thousands of seconds. What was the objective and purpose behind? He wanted to measure the mind and he wanted to measure the reaction also. Sparked a war of perspective. First is behavior. We are influenced by action, behavior, and experience. So we learn from our mistakes, others' mistakes, and experience. For example, if a student studies good and performs well, then we praise them. They are gonna work more hard and they are gonna study more and they are gonna score more marks. Okay. For example, if you praise a cricket player, okay, if you motivate them, they are gonna work hard and play and perform more willingly. They are gonna perform it amazing, better than that performance. It's cognitive. Your brain receive information, thinks about it, and make a decision. Perform well. Second one is going to think that I'm not worthy of it. I'm not so smart. So that is the example of cognitive. So behavior psychologist is that behavior that comes from brain and mind. If someone is stressed, that certain chemical reaction can affect the body, a way of thinking. So there was a conformity case study. Okay, so what happened? Imagine you are there, you have 5 to 7 people in a group. Okay, and I said, for example, think that line B is the longest. Now I tell them that see, this is the line A, line B, line C. Identify which line is the bigger. Okay, everyone is gonna have a different assumption. Okay, but the majority which is gonna have it, if line A is strong, largest, is think that line A is largest. But if majority of people say it is line B, everyone knows the B answer is wrong, but they will still agree with that line B. In this experiment, people advised to give a wrong answer. The real participant knew that line A was the longest, but he agreed with the line B. Why? Because due to a fitting society, because you want to agree with certain things because you want to fit in the society. So positive thinking is you always think that I can't do it. But when you have a positive thinking in your mind, just replace it I can't do with this, that I'm gonna practice it and I'm gonna be successful one day. So if you do positive thinking, your brain is gonna be connected to those positive thinking. If you do, brain connection happens both in positive thinking and negative thinking also. We used to think that our adult brain was fixed. No, whenever we experience new things or injury, our brain reorganizes into that thing. Sympathetic plasticity, repetitive action strengthen the connection between the neurons.